Together we can show the world what we can do. You are next to me and I'm next to you. Pushing on through until the battle's won. No one's gonna give nothing to us. Into each other we put our trust. Standing united after the fight is done.
Hey, what's going on, my fellow bronies and anime fans alike? Greetings, it is I, the Ninja Reviewer, here. It is time for me to review the actual special that has finally aired today. I am here to finally discuss the actual Equestria Girls special, Forgotten Friendship. Now, this is going to be obviously a spoiler-ish review because I'm pretty much going to be talking about actual spoilers when it comes to this review of the actual special. Remember, if you do not want spoilers for the special, I recommend, please, if you do not want any kind of spoilers whatsoever, by all means, please do not watch this. Watch the special first and then come back to me. I'm pretty sure hopefully Equestria Daily will have some links to like YouTube or Dailymotion where you can watch the episodes there. But here's also the thing too. The thing is too is that there's, well, originally it was supposed to be so-called quote 1 hour, has been dumbed down to 45 minutes, and because of airtime and broadcasting, commercialism, etc., there's going to be some deleted scenes or some scenes that did not make the broadcast cut for the actual special, which they're going to be uploading. I believe Hasbro is going to be the one to upload it, if I'm not mistaken, on YouTube. So you'll be able to catch those on YouTube, but that's only if you watch this special first, and then you can also watch those to see which scenes they actually remove. So warning you again, if you do not want spoilers, please do not watch this review. Or if you want, you could skip all the way to the end of the actual video to let me know my overall thoughts on the actual special as a whole. So without further ado, I'm going to count down the 3, 2, 1. It's time! Alright, the special for Forgotten Friendship. The story to this is basically that one day there were the actual main 6, or 7 if you will, basically are planning a special yearbook going around for high school. And what happens is that while they were planning their photo shoot and what was going on, apparently, I forget the full name, but I believe her name is Wallflower. Yeah, that's her name, Wallflower. And basically she says that, hey, I kind of met you guys already before within freshman year, like I helped you out with this and this and that, and she's like, maybe I remember you? Like, I guess I must have said hi to you back then, but I don't think I noticed you too much now. And then, of course, she feels really, really annoyed by actually getting, pretty much feeling the presence of being ignored of her own memories of her own picture. So it actually does make sense on why. Now, I can understand why she did this for the cause. It's because for Wallflower, she really hated the fact that she almost felt like she was forgotten. How basically she forgot that she met any of these girls back in the day, but didn't really get the right credibility like she does today. And because of that, we find out that she was the one that actually found this very memory stone. And with the memory stone, she actually used it to wipe away the memories of the main 6. So that's basically what happened. Now, it's kind of weird that during the beach episode, it was kind of, well, I don't know, it was kind of odd. Like, it was kind of odd because I felt like they were just all together right there. But then, like, because I thought it didn't happen until now at the beach. But then I realized, oh, so it did happen during their sleep. Okay, so it did all make sense now. So what happened is that basically during when they were sleeping, their memories were lost. Then they also went down to the beach to take some really fun summertime pictures. But unfortunately, though, that doesn't go extremely well. It goes completely awkward when Sunset finds out that they aren't really friends. And what happens is that the main 6 start to say that, well, you've always been pretty much mean to us the entire time. You were never this nice of a person. Why are you acting like this now? I feel like this is like all a setup just trying to win us over. But in reality, it just fails because you're a horrible person. And wow, like just the way they actually just turned on Sunset, it really was pretty much heartbreaking just to actually see the way she actually, you know, it's like, damn, like, you know, her friends, this is people she's been with who has gotten help together, that they basically, oh man, that, you know, these are the same ones that, you know, that she helped out during the times with all the Equestria magic, with the sirens, with Sci-Twi, and many others. And it's just like, after all that, you guys forget about me. It's like, I feel like there's something wrong here. So what happens is that Sansa had to write a letter to Twilight Sparkle, and she traveled to the Pony World, met Twilight, and I gotta say, when it comes to the Twilight interactions with Sunset, it was really adorable, and I actually loved it, and it was actually really funny just seeing Sunset just trying to act like a pony, trying to give her a hug, and you know, it kind of failed at first, but then she finally got the gist of it. But I'm like, didn't she sort of get the gist of it back when she met Starlight pretty much during the third little special we had back last year? But I don't know. I mean, maybe they just didn't really tie into that. Maybe it was like filler, but who knows really. But anyways, though, what happens is that Twilight actually takes her, and she takes her to Celestia and Luna, and she's not too thrilled, thinking that, yikes, they're not going to be too happy to see me back, because yeah, she was mad at me for the way I abandoned her studies and the way I abandoned her as a student. And after going to a different world and starting my own life, I just don't know how she's going to feel about that. And of course, you could tell it didn't really go so well at first. But Celestia, of course, it's pretty obvious, she is the master of the trolling. So she was a master troll, and she basically trolled Sunset. Oh man, like I was like, shit. I'm like, oh, looks like it ain't gonna be so easy after all. Trying to actually convince her to actually help her out after all. But it turns out she was just a little bit mad, but also worried at the same time. She was deep down really more worried, more than just really more upset. And she says that after all this time, I really missed you, and I could see that you actually changed as a person. So we actually see that going on while Luna and Celestia take them to the actual Kenilworth library, and what happens is that there's a forbidden now this part was funny. Like, everyone can think of their whole little jokes, whatever jokes aside you could think of, when she says a restricted section. But I gotta say though, when it comes to Twilight Sparkle, when the way she was just like just having a massive breakdown over the fact that there's a restricted section, she was just like fangirling all around about this. She was just going all sorts of crazy. Like, she was almost ready to have a heart attack. I'm like, yo, Jesus, Twilight, relax, man, relax. It's okay, it's alright. I know, I get it. You love books. I know you love all these amazing stuff you want to read about and get knowledge about. Okay, I get it, but it's time to stop. Seriously, like, we get it already. But it was actually really funny just seeing her reactions. Not to mention, I love the one reaction where Celestia and Sunset were hugging each other, and she was like, yee! And I'm like, that was so cute, but it was so funny. That's pretty much all our reactions, actually seeing. So Twilight was reading the audience's mind. She was reading the fans' mind about basically, oh, well, I sort of see what you did there. I see what you did there, Hasbro. I see what you did there. You're basically thinking of what we're all thinking of this adorable moment. But then getting back to the side. And yes, you can make your little hentai porn jokes all you want about basically, oh, there's a forbidden section. Ooh, I wonder if you have to be 18 plus. You know, put all your dirty jokes down below. Be creative. But anyways, after that happens, they go to the restriction section. They find all these actual books that were not seen from the eye before, and basically Twilight and Sunset do their search. Didn't really find anything until finally something came up, and it's a scroll. And basically what that scroll is basically I forget the actual name of the wizard, Clover something, I don't remember. Put it down in the comments below, but I don't remember. But anywho, it doesn't matter. It's some ancient pony, whatever, or someone from a book. I don't really know. But basically, this pony actually just hides the actual stone. And what happens is that if she doesn't actually get rid of that stone before the next sunset, then all their memories will be gone completely forever, and they won't be able to get it back. So that's basically going on. Now, I love the fact that we spent so much time during the first half in the world of the ponies. That was very unexpected. That caught me off loop. That caught me off guard. That caught me with my pants straight down, that I did not think we were going to go back to the actual pony world again. That was amazing. I enjoyed it. Oh man, just the pony moments alone. Obviously, I know I'm being biased. Were my most top favorite parts of the actual special. But then, moving on from that, we go back and forth, and what happens is that Sunset finally knows exactly what's going on, but of course, obviously, the girls don't believe her. They get all Photoshop tricks, or as this case, Donald Trump will be like, fake news! Fake news! Obviously, that's pretty much what the deal is. And honestly, what happened is that Sunset all of a sudden finds Trixie, and all of a sudden thinks Trixie is the one that actually took the actual stone itself and did all this, and she's like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. You're crazy, bitch. What the hell? So basically, they just decided to just work together as a team in order to actually solve it. And I like the way how she just burns Trixie from an over-gloating, like, buffoon or whatever the hell she called her. And honestly, she has a point. You do gloat way too much. It's like, damn, Sunset. What a burn. Just, oh, man. Just, that burn was just so amazing. And I just... oh man, I just love the fact that we had that. That was so cool. Anyway, so after that, we had that going on. They decided to finally make amends and actually work together and maybe find some kind of way and actually get her memories back. And they find out that the wallflower was actually in the computer room all of a sudden, and she's like, wait, I just need that exact like object. Like I just need to find that exact location, that exact same part of where that location is. And then all of a sudden she sees like a picture she's trying to put in the yearbook, which is the garden that she basically visit, but of course not a lot of people gave her attention for it because nobody really gives two craps about gardening anyway. So what happens is that she looks there, then Sunset all of a sudden basically realizes that, wait a minute, that is the exact same thing where that stone is. And I'm like, yo, so she really is the one that actually took the memories. Now, it would have been a really cool plot twist if it was actually Trixie and not being so predictable, being Wallflower. That's my thing. I pretty much called it from the very beginning that it was Wallflower anyway. I pretty much called it on the money. But it would have been a really huge, incredible plot twist. Wouldn't see this shit coming. Like, nani? Like, I wouldn't be able to see that shit coming from a mile away. Like, literally. So, after we have that, she sings like a song. Oh, I forgot to mention too, the songs. The song at the beginning was actually pretty good. I like the little song that you did before we got to the plot. It was actually good. And not just the song, but the intro as well that I really enjoyed was the new intro. Excuse me. The new intro we got for Equestria Girls. The actual, I guess, the series, the mini-series, whatever. It's basically a longer version of that. And I gotta say, it's a really awesome song. Really enjoy that. Plus, the other song we have after that, totally top-notch. And Wallflower's song was actually pretty damn great. I love their song until Sunset had to ruin it. I'm like, really, bitch? What the hell? So then basically after she just took the actual book back, she took all that. Basically, she's like, wait a minute, I touched your memory. So she could, I sounds really inappropriate, I know. Just like touching her and everything. And basically, while she's doing that, she's actually basically just getting back the memories that are basically, no, not the memories. She's basically reading her thoughts and minds on what she actually did. And obviously, we already knew this from the beginning that, you know, even I thought it was pretty obvious. And I gotta see exactly what kind of scenes that we're missing here once YouTube starts to upload it. Or I'm pretty sure if it comes on Netflix, that's pretty much, I guess, what they're really gonna show, what we're missing. But anyways, though, the next thing I do want to talk about also is the very end. And basically how Trixie and Sunset. But then all of a sudden, it seems like Wallflower took away the memories of where exactly what happened and where she went to, and then Sunset suddenly just remembered a bit on why she was there, and it was actually really funny too. I love this whole little shipping fuel we got between Sunset and Trixie. I thought it was really, really cute. I really thought it was, and basically I like the whole running joke where her with the smoke screen never gets old. I swear they did like a Simpsons thing, where basically there was one time they did like a Simpsons joke where like they had this one scene that reminds me of one episode where Mr. Burns, he does like a smoke screen, he like opens the fucking doorknob, and then like all of a sudden it's like, oh whatever, just take the money. Like that shit had me rolling every time I see that. That's exactly what I got here. So like I said, the comedy factor was top notch. Oh, the Celestia trolling, right. I forgot to mention that too. But yeah, I'm backpedaling here. I know, I gotta backpedal a little bit. So what happens is that later on, I mean not later on, oh my god, I'm losing my words. Hold on. Backpedaling to what happened during the whole joke I want to mention, but the whole trolling thing. Celestia actually because like because before Sunset was about to go back to the human world, she's like, of course, like, of course I changed. I had a really great teacher. Then like Celestia's like, you're saying that she was a better teacher than me, bitch? Oh, hell no. And she's like, wait, what? No, I didn't say that. You're a great teacher too. And she's like, gotcha. And I'm like, gotcha, bitch. And I'm like, oh, come on, dude. Like, really? Like, oh my god. Oh, the trolling does not just stop with Celestia. It really does not stop at all. So yeah. Wow. So after we get that, going forward right there, so that joke was actually pretty funny. Like, again, the comedy factor was on point. Now we're getting back to present. So what happens is after that, finally, at the very end calls, we see that finally after that little thing I just mentioned with the jokes, basically, I like the fact that she finally mastered it, and then she forgot Sunset. Just keeps doing it again. Sunset gets out. That whole running thing, that as well, was just so freaking funny. Then, of course, we get to later on, and what happens is we get to the final, I guess you could say, battle at the very end, where finally she was able to finally catch up. And what happens is that, look, you don't know nothing about me. You are nothing like me. You haven't changed. You're just as worse as you were before. You're never going to learn anything. And she's like, no, it's not true. It's like, because see, that's because you got friends, and I don't got nothing besides my plants and my forest and everything. All you have, you have people. You have friends. And that pisses me off. I don't want that shit. And it's just like, I understand that Wallflower is like, I can understand she's lonely. I can understand deep down all she wanted was actually people to remember her for what she was. And I do kind of actually feel bad that, this kind of relates to me in real life. How there are certain friends that, I haven't seen a very long time. Maybe met them within my lifetime between school and never really got to remember them too much until now. And it seems like I kind of almost forgot about them. And I still sort of have that regret today. And there are some that I wish I could go back in time and start to remember, to reframe my memory, but that doesn't really sure work. And then, that's basically what we got here. And of course, we're seeing that she's taken away because Sunset's like, look, you're already going to take away the memories of each other, meaning they're not going to know each other, or basically they're just going to keep staying mad at each other and stuff like that, like the way they were before Twilight came about. So now it's like, okay, we're going to delete their memories. She goes, I don't give a shit. This is the life I want. So that's like, no, let me get all my memories erased. And I'm like, yo. I'm like, Sunset, like, holy shit. Sunset just making an artificial sacrifice. Like, again, on some Dragon Ball Z shit where she just, like, sacrifices stuff like Piccolo against what go on. That was actually a really cool moment. I actually enjoyed that a lot. But also at the same time, I felt really bad for Sunset. Just getting her memories actually, like, taken away from her was actually very sad. I'm not gonna lie. Just seeing all those memories, all those moments, all the greatness that we had from this character just gone. And she was just reduced to just being an actual pony again. Like, she's in human form, but she's just basically not remembering anything how to be a human. She's just sitting like she's a pony. She's like, where am I? This is a Canterlot. Celestia, like, where are you? Like the way they did this scene, like the way her memories were just debunked, and all she was just a not Twilight, but like Twilight, how she was just a pony. She was lost. She was confused. Like she was like, what's going on? Like, I'm freaking out. Like, why am I like this? Like, why am I a human? Like what's happening? Like what's going on? Like, Celestia, Luna, like, help me, some pony, help me. Like, this isn't what I'm supposed to be. And then, like, the way she's just suffering, and the way she's really breaking down and suffering, that was very, very, very dramatic. I'm not gonna lie. That scene really did give me the feels a lot. Just seeing her in that, state. I mean, it's like seeing like someone who has basically got their entire, like, it's like someone who basically has amnesia and doesn't know how to be a human, and it just really hurts to see that. So honestly, that was pretty fucked up, and honestly, it really got to me. I'm not gonna lie, just seeing her like that. I mean, even though, yeah, some people may find it a little bit like, oh my god, she's a pony, blah blah, but no, it's like, it's pretty messed up because now she doesn't know how to human at all. She's just back to the way she was when she was actually becoming a pupil for Celestia. And, you see her on her 4, I guess, legs. I guess, like, arms and legs, whatever, in human form. So that's basically what we got. And then, finally, it turns out that, look, even though, we were friends, whatever. Even though we don't remember, don't forget, we'll be here for you no matter what. We can see exactly that you aren't the way you used to be, and we are always friends. And then all of a sudden, they actually combined their actual energy together. Like, they actually started to huggle each other. All of a sudden, it triggered something that actually got everyone's memories back of Sunset. And Sunset 2 actually got her memories back as well. And then they basically destroyed the actual stone once and for all. And of course, Wallflower is like, look, Sunset's like, look, you know what? It really does suck that you have to be forgotten for who you are. But now it's not like that. I'm not like that anymore. And if I did that to you, I am terribly sorry. I want to make it out to you. Let's start anew, and let's start like a brand new relationship, a friendship. And I really did like the fact that she's like now trying to actually put her in the yearbook as well, and basically trying to get her back into, actually being more noticeable instead of someone who is forgotten. So that right there was very nice. Oh, and that photo at the end with both biceps. Wow. I mean, oh, sweet baby Jesus. Okay, so that is the Equestria Girls Forgotten Friendship. I absolutely loved it. Now let's get to the final verdict of this. Pacing wise was fine, even though I didn't mind the pacing for this. Pacing to this was actually fine. Between going back and forth did actually work out, even though I need to see exactly what other scenes that they didn't really add from the original version. I need to actually see those. But so far from what I've got, the pacing was fine for the most part. The pacing was fine. I mean, I had no problem with it. I don't know what other extra scenes didn't make the cut, but, we just actually got to see. But overall, I had no problem with the pacing. The pacing was fine. I mean, I had no problem with everything. I was afraid it was going to be rushed. But no, actually, not really. It wasn't rushed whatsoever. It didn't really feel rushed, even though they had to cut down some of the time. It didn't feel rushed at all. I thought the pacing was absolutely fine. The comedy was on point. Animation actually looked, pretty good and great as usual. Animation was pretty great. It looked really good, especially in 1080p HD. It looked really amazing. It looked really great. Not like super hyper amazing, but really great animation, really great stuff. And and some of the songs were pretty great. I actually enjoyed the songs as well. Now when it comes to the Wallflower character at the very end, at the end of the day, I don't mind her. You know what? When it comes to a character like her, I can understand about the feeling of actually being forgotten from someone that has been with you ever since past then that you met them, then all of a sudden they just throw you to the dirt side, which is kind of pretty messed up, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, so everything about the special was just fine. Maybe they'll go in more into Wallflower when it comes to the actual delete scenes. But for now, I absolutely loved the special. I loved everything about it. It was just a really enjoyable special overall. Just absolutely loved it. I had no problems with it whatsoever. And I'm going to give this special right now a 5 out of 5. I absolutely enjoyed it. Maybe it'll be still the same thing when I still see the extra scenes that weren't added, but it didn't really take away much for the enjoyment. I mean, I had a really awesome time. I had no complaints about it whatsoever. Pacing was fine. Everything was on point. I had a really good time with this. I really did. It was a really great, a really awesome special. I really enjoyed it. The special was worth the hype. It really was. It was worth the hype. It was worth it. And it's definitely the best special they have ever done in existence. Way better. So get that fucking mirror special out of the way. No. Not even close. This right here is the best special Equestria Girls has ever done by far. 5 out of 5. Really enjoyed the fan service. Really enjoyed, especially going back between Pony World and the Human World. Was a very nice treat. And it had more time combining the two differences of what's going on compared to like how the first two movies did it. And how basically how the third special of the 3 little specials we were going to get last year in the summer. So overall, awesome special. 5 out of 5. Best one I've seen in years. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of this Equestria Girls Forgotten Friendship special. Let me know down in the comments down below if you felt the same way after watching this. Let me know your thoughts, or were you not a big fan of the special at all once you watched it? And will this sustain your hype for Season 8, which is literally only a month away? So yeah, speaking of that, I did a live reaction earlier to the season 8 official trailer, which Hasbro dropped, which is the Beyond Equestria trailer. So I did that already. You could check that out later on as well when it's uploaded. So yeah, since I figured I want to do 7 Deadly Sins, but I want to do ponies, because I haven't done ponies in a really long time, and I figured the hype is real, might as well get this out of the way first. So thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe as always, click that bell to join the squad, follow my social media plugins and my gamer tags as well. Peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky is the limit. Manga fans, keep supporting Rich Read What You Watch, and bronies, broho, brony on. I will see you guys, well, basically, for now, the Season 8 premiere.